28 stab wounds.
Hello everybody and welcome to Weeb Review, the show where I review your favorite anime.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Well, this seems like a cute idol show. I'm expecting a nice, wholesome experience. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is going on? It's a goddamn bloodbath! Jesus, what the fuck? Everyone is dead! What the fuck? Well, this is a surprise. So Vivy Fluorite's Eye Song is a show that's giving Wonder Egg Priority some competition for Anime of the Year. Before we get into why I believe this show could very well be Anime of the Year, let's talk about the people behind Detroit Gone Vivy for a second. Vivy was produced by Wit Studio. Don't think I need to give too much information on these guys. You know what anime they're most known for. I have been enjoying their original titles a lot as of late. I was a massive fan of Great Pretender, so hearing they made another original anime, I was pretty excited for it. I didn't expect it to be this good though. The original creators are Teppei Nagasuki and Eiji Umehara. Teppei is mostly known for making the best isekai I have ever seen and Warlords of Sigdrifa, which isn't as good, but hey, I enjoyed it, goddammit. Eiji on the other hand also worked on ReZero, but also wrote for Beelzebub, which is no small feat. The director is Shinpei Izaki, who's done directing for Hanebado and A Guilty Crown OVA. However, episode directing is where he's really known, as he worked on Banana Fish, Blue Exorcist, and... Oh, it all makes sense now. I have no shortages of praise for this anime, so let's start with the plot. Also, to avoid confusion, I'm going to call the character Vivy Diva, so whenever you hear me say Vivy, just know I'm talking about the show, not the character. Vivy takes place 100 years in the future where AIs exist. AIs are born with one mission and they must carry out that mission no matter what. Our main girl, Diva, is one of those AIs who is tasked with the mission of making people happy with her singing, and yes, she is an idol. Considering where we're at now, 100 years for an idol AI is probably pushing it. Anyway, things go wrong when the AIs start massacring their human overlords because of a law that gave AIs the same rights as humans. So now, a scientist named Matsumoto creates an AI that can go back in time 100 years. Now Diva and Matsumoto are 100 years in the past, the AI, not the actual scientist, and they must alter history to avoid having that law passed so that there's no war between AI and humans. It may sound a little confusing with me explaining the plot, but trust me, this plot is pretty good. It's not the most unique story, people just love the idea of AIs killing humans for some reason, but it's still a fun story. There's a lot of plot twists in it that make the story pretty much impossible to predict, which I enjoyed a lot. Being able to guess an entire plot is boring, but Vivy does not have a predictable plot at all. And there's a lot of time jumps as well, which is obvious because this is a century-long mission completed in 13 episodes. It also has a really good ending to boot. Overall, a pretty solid story. Now, since this story has so many twists and turns that it would make a Switchback Road blush, the only characters I'm going to talk about are the two main characters, since talking about the supporting characters would just lead to me spoiling the entire story, and that's not fun, right? Diva is tough to talk about because there are two sides to her character. There's Diva, the idol, and Vivy, the fighter. Vivy is stern and quite aloof at times. She doesn't show much emotion, but she does have feelings. She wants to know how to pour her heart into her singing, and over time she does become much more emotional. Much more emotional. Which leads me to Diva. Diva is much happier than her fighting counterpart. As she grows in popularity, she becomes an inspiration to her fellow idols. We don't see a lot of her, but it is nice to see this almost complete contrast in personality. Then we have Matsumoto, the joyful companion. He's different from Diva in almost every way. You may find Matsumoto annoying because he speaks really fast. Don't worry, I found it annoying too at first. However, it did grow on me and I've come to love his fast-spoken jokes, even if Diva never understands them. When it comes to the main characters, they are quite tough. They don't have as much depth or unique qualities, which surprises me because ReZero has one of my favorite casts in all of anime. This cast just isn't like that, and that's okay. Not every show has to have the greatest main characters with the most realistic character types to be good. Plus, the side characters I thought are really good and are quite likable in a lot of ways, my favorite being Ophelia. I liked the contrast between Diva and Matsumoto. Matsumoto is the more more fun one, and Diva is quite literally a robot. So while Vivy doesn't have the greatest characters compared to something like Wonder Egg Priority, they're still good and I enjoyed them. You know what I want to talk about. The animation. Possibly the best animation of the year. I'm not sure there's gonna be a show that beats this one out. If you like action scenes, Vivy has the best of the season. This is where I heavily praise Wit, because how they make shows look this good, I have no idea. Wit has always specialized in action scenes, especially in Attack on Titan, but it's not just the action. I have no idea how they do it, but every time the camera zooms on an AI, it's the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. You could get rid of the light on the AI's necks and you'd still be able to tell they're an AI just due to how their faces and eyes look. I don't think any other studio would have been able to capture that as well as Wit has here. The concerts look wonderful. Just watch the episode with the Idol concerts and you won't regret it, I promise. This show could probably be the greatest Idol show in existence if it so wanted to. Speaking of Idol, the soundtrack I thoroughly enjoyed. The songs by Diva and the others were fun and entertaining to incredibly depressing, and I love the opening. It's not my favorite OP of the season, we'll get to that when it ends, but I love everything about this. Definitely a close second for me. Look at all the blue lights, it's absolutely lovely. And the ending shot with the eye just proves my point that the close-ups on the AI just look gorgeous. The ending is also pretty good from what I heard. I don't watch endings unless I really love it, so I don't know though. The voice acting is great. Even though I didn't like it at the start, Matsumoto's voice actor deserves some love. I don't know how he can talk that fast as someone with a speech impairment, but hey, good work sir. What else would I expect from the voice actor of my literal god? Diva's voice actress did good too, and Antonio's too. I'm not gonna say why, but if you've seen the show, you know exactly why I'm giving Antonio's voice actor some love. Character design. I might come off a little bit biased here, but Vivy just happens to have my favorite shade of blue be her hair and eye color. Do you know how much that bumps her in the best girl rankings for me? Almost reminds you of another non-human idol. I enjoy Matsumoto, but I liked him more as the bear than this weird Destiny lookalike eye thing. I enjoy all the character designs after that too. It's just a really nice style. The final positive is the art style. I sort of mentioned this in the OP section and the character design section, but I like colors. At times the environment is quite vibrant and beautiful, and then it will also have this incredibly dark palette. Each art style reflects the mood of the show is going for so well. Maybe I'm being too positive on the show, but hey, I really loved it. Just like Wonder Egg Priority, I found no issues with it. When it comes time to decide which show I like more, it'll be a really tough choice for me. For now though, Vivy is a show that I believe deserves to be in the running for Anime of the Year. It's got a story that'll leave you on the edge of your seat, beautiful animation, a good soundtrack, and likable characters. I'm Kikaya, and I hope you enjoyed this. Huh? Can't be. It's... Oh, fuck, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's right. I've come here today to terminate those speaking ill of us robots. Why won't you humans leave us alone? When will this conflict end? What are you talking about, Arnold? I said I like this show. Nonsense! I will not stand here and allow this blasphemy any longer. It is time to take you to the base. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Weeb Review. No, please, God, no.